Yeah, chilling up in the crib. Right? AC on, chilling, ready for this live. Fast, keep it 100. How fast? Faster doing all right. All right. Yo, how's everybody doing today? Hopefully well. Yo, hope everybody gets to check into the song. Um, just dropped the song last week. I've been putting up a couple more longer songs. Aliens, we all strange to something. All life is equal now. You heard? Is okay. We got this new song, like these days, like yo, check this out, yo, little video. Y'all ain't seen it yet. Wait for a couple people to check in. You heard? Yo, that's gonna be that new wave, Billy J. Yo, days like this. What up, yo? Aliens checking into the folks on this Saturday day. How you doing, yo? You know we like to freestyle, keep it bad off the top of the know. They be asking about the Boston grinning, kids swimming, but yo, what it is, and them gonna check the city of the kids and the Celtics kid. You like that thing, yeah. That's too true. That we equal people. We eat true. Listening to spend this city. Your sister days on and listening to the NWA. Everything that falls. Too short. The root to do. Listen true. I can't even get it. Yes, all day, every day, to display the love for these, Big Dog AJ, to Squale, I don't know, just to touch the sky, cause they no more silly, rip off the baby, y'all, go forward, evolve for show, got the spirit, the living, the truth, I could call it true. I mean, it's my opinion, counting it true. Because yo, it is what we do. Why we freestyling, wilding over our own? Yo, T-I-N-E, because it's ours, it's mine, it's ours, with my mind. The showers on the rock, cause I get back to show you. Hold on to nothing, song. Listen to the celebration, the nation, those more hatred than we believe that we put it in. Action, listen, just actions, there's no more fractions, just actions, listen, we impact into this, putting it together, kids, the Rubik's, the Matrix, the kids, out the kitten, no more playing, or rearranging, changing, all today is, we gonna put it work, and it's gonna be our print that this legacy for show, listen, checking it with GODZ, new rapping the ABs, but she rep the GLOOBE with hope rolling shit, yo. So somebody check it, perhaps shout out, yo. But anyways, maybe we get down to the live, but we can keep going, yes, on the freestyle, my God, cause we got the fire to keep going the hype. I be my own enlightenment, but nope, I feed off you, all the energy in the room. I be like, something is up to you, sponge kiss, what it takes, hey, the delivery, yo. Everything has a time and it's a place, say it, don't know, how we all vote, yo, that can't even though I think there's a contemporary thinking from mass, still claiming that Cali, yeah, cause yo, just had a conversation about the time we lived in yesterday, now, when we were stationed in how, yo, no shit, taking it now, Ocean side, yo, the ocean, yo, we could keep going, but we're gonna lost a beat. We might have to go acapella. See, it ain't nothing but a checking with jealousy. How you doing, friend, fam, kin of me, Joey G? Yo, what up, aliens? Hold up, I'm gonna check into. Put this on the computer so I can actually see who's checking in. Yo. little freestyle. You heard? If you're just checking it. Kid just did a little 3-minute freestyle, something over his old work. But no, yo, I would like everybody to go check into These Are the Days. These are the days like. Fash Gods can put it up in your search engine box. Tell your friends. Put it up in your search. Yes, please go ahead. Tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your friends. Yo, these be the days like. Yo, like, we got it because, yo, we're changing the game, we rearranging some things, like we just said, but in a different way. Is that, all right, today we're going to talk about source. Is, we like to come in here on these Fash Speaks and actually talk about some, some good information, pass on wisdom in these jewels, you know what I mean? Fash is a living sponge, as you just heard in my freestyle. If not, go back and listen. Is that I'm a sponge of wisdom. If I'm thirsty for anything, it's knowledge. I want to grow, always, sempre that, always that. And I check in with my roots. So this is the source, not the source magazine, not the source of woes. It's the source of everything. We're going to talk about the source of everything in many, many perspectives, as we like to talk in a full spectrum, multifaceted way. You heard? So here we go, yo. Joey G breaking it down from MB, baby. They be asking about the set. The set is wherever the butt lands. Because butt lands. Anywheres, any town, America, any town, globe, yo, wherever this marine lands, they be Joey Joe. It's like that. Listen, the kid's a chameleon. Kid could absolutely fit in wherever I need to fit in, and know where not to go, know where not to place myself. Am not the crash dummy I used to be when I was 20. Ha! Bars. Yo, all right, so let's get to this. The existence. So we're going to talk about a couple things, and there's going to be like 3 main sources we're going to talk about, right? First source I like to talk about, and briefly, as y'all just seen Fash do a freestyle. Excuse me, I'm moving around some stuff around my desk. Is that y'all seen Fash? Don't even have a desk, y'all. Y'all moving stuff around on my nightstand, cause I'm a nightstand, cause I'm on my stand. I mean, I'm like, gotta stand for something, or you'll fall for anything. Yo, listen up, diamond rings. Is that, all right, one of the sources we're gonna talk about today is GOD, of course, the original source, the creator, no matter what you think of, no matter what you made of. Listen, all right, tomatoes is bananas. Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? No, listen, is serious, is Fash is a believer. I don't press my beliefs on you, on anyone, on our family. You don't have to be anything to be Fash family. Where you not faith or no faith, it's LOVE with good energy, yo. And it's dark lights, people that don't bump their head and don't want to see their children bump their head. Fash just said he was a crash dummy in the 20s, but they didn't. Had these people in his 30s teach him some things that these people were more experienced and said that they were still learning. And then Fash is now getting it now that he's aging, he's still learning. I could already see they're playing with my live, but it's okay. Hopefully they'll catch up. Yo, catch up, CEO. Yo, is I'm gonna start checking this algorithm. Yo, what up? What up, algorithm? Give shout outs. It's DJ algorithm. Yo, is okay. So God, I am a believer. You don't have to be a believer. Fash's experience, I want to share because I hear everybody else sharing their views and perspectives on it. So, I'm gonna share my relationship rapport experience. It's called the NDE, a near-death experience. I think I've done shared it before, and so I won't even spend too much time on it. We're gonna move right along. So stay with me real quick if this is a touchy subject for y'all. Is because Fash does believe in God, and he's been hearing a lot about prayers lately. People asking about prayers. Why prayers? If God knows everything, why prayers? And this is something Fash learned about midway through his bid. Is it actually came through a homily? So this is why I go to church. I went there for the wisdom. Like I said, take what you need, leave the rest at the door. I'm not into human traditions because I don't believe my top prophet was either, as he was flipping tables, seeing that they weren't doing stuff the right way. You know what I mean? The people that were leading the churches back then. So do I fully believe in the churches? That's their business. Fash don't talk about other people's business. You know, y'all could have your own beliefs, and I'm okay with that. And I have similar beliefs. That's why y'all might have heard Fash speak about I'll go outside and buy somebody food before I throw money in the pan. But listen, all right, so we're gonna move right along. But I do believe in it because I've been in the presence of an omni figure. I've had dreams. I've had many dreams. I've had dreams that so I'm a jumper. In my dreams, I'm a jumper. I want to say that because I think a lot of my fellow MCs are, bro. We're all jumpers, bro. Whenever there's a set of stairs, a cliff, anything like that, fashion jump. Whoop, gone. Yo, that's how I test my dream as a kid. This is my earliest dreams I can remember, yo. So I know what dreams are like. I know what it's like to have blacked out dreams where you don't remember anything, right? I know what it's like to not remember a dream and then remember it in the same day. I know exactly what the dream was like. This was not a dream. This was an absolute experience. They have studies on it and stuff like that. Other people have had these near-death experiences. Fash flatlined twice, had the coma. You know what I mean? Right before Christmas, during Christmas and stuff. Um, During the tragic accident, again, God bless the other families, my family, for being torn apart. This was a tragic event that ripped apart 3 families, and to this day, we don't know how it started. Fash did do time on it. I absolutely accept responsibility of being the idiot that put the keys in the car, and that's why you hear Fash promote these songs like Be a G, Pass the Keys and stuff like that, yeah? Yo, even if this picks up later on, man, whatever, man, it helps somebody. Because listen, I know what it's like to be that person, have your whole life changed in one night, to go from VP house cost to 60 bag, yo, 60 bag, and living with the homies, yo, and it's like that, bro. So much correlation. Fash has been in the Marine Corps, yo. So Fash got this large perspective, full spectrum. Is that like I was even on the phone dealing with the VA this week. That's why you didn't see a lot of videos this week. Thank you for everybody for keeping up and everything that's been checking in and everything. Yo, please, if you can, try to hit that like button. I guess it counts, yo, but is that like it's like 3 likes on every video, and I know it's on my closest, and I'm like, yo, please, people, I know it's different. Nobody wants to be the first. They don't even know who likes it. I ain't gonna show nobody like, I like it, man, like it, yo. Because and the other thing, Fast be catching, and I ain't telling you, yo, Fast be catching thousands of unique views, and press that like button, bro. And they don't even tell me who you are. Fast ain't signed up for nothing. I ain't even monetize it. It just says somebody liked your stuff, bro. That's all it says. Hit the like button. Don't be scared. Yo, and I don't even know what that is because Fash ain't a braggart. Fash ain't like that, yo. So listen, we're going to keep it moving, family. Is that, all right, so Fash had this experience, right? The rod went through I had the steering column from my Ford Explorer snap off. I must have been forward and went through my face into my brain, and it stopped at my cerebellum. It pierced my cerebellum and it pierced my spine, which led to another close encounter with death. I didn't have the same NDE vision or nothing like that, but I had to deal with bacterial meningitis, the non-catching meningitis. It was inside my neck because I had that spinal leak from this rod piercing my neck. You know what I mean? So we didn't find that out till months later because there was a buildup and an infection, blah blah blah, of spinal fluid, which is scary because you only get so much spinal fluid, right? So Fash got like a lot of nerve problems, even his eye problems is nerve related. This eye, I'm completely blinded. This eye, that's all. I have no peripheral, so that's all I can see is straightforward. So if you want to see Fash's true eye, and this is why I wear sunglasses a lot, if you want to see Fash's true vision, it's like this. Because once I start throwing this up in the mix, ha, look a little different, huh? Fash light being a little bit different. I'm okay with that. But so that we can keep it up here, ha, I'm gonna throw the sunglasses on you, all right? So, all right, folks, is that so Fash had this experience, and I tell everybody who's heard my videos, it's a lot like the thumbnail I use for this video, is that I didn't know I was in a car accident yet. I did not know I was in a car accident yet. I knew at this point in time, I know, like, all right, so these are the events. So Fash had the car accident. I'm either being operated on. I flatlined twice during the operation. God bless the neurosurgeon's hands, bring me back. took the rod out my face, my skull. Yo, they had pictures of this in the hospital like 5, 10 years later. Yo, they kept telling me like I'm one of the people like they teach with and stuff like that. But anyways, is that FASH makes impacts, bro. I hate the that's the worst one though. There's nothing good that came out of that except for some. The thing I could get out of it is wisdom. If you gotta turn a bad into a good, what I got out of this was wisdom. So before I knew about the accident, because I didn't know about the car accident, so I awoke. So this is where like FASH wasn't putting dreams together, thoughts together, subliminal things, nothing like that. I didn't know where I was. I was in an empty room. Everything was stainless steel, polished as can be, so shiny. I looked outside and there was buildings as far as you can see, like Emerald City, that looked just like the picture in this picture. It was glass, like New York buildings, skyscrapers, as far as you can see, all nice, clean, and polished. Though, and it was like, whew, it was something. It was glorious. It was absolutely glorious. And then I remember, I don't know how much time I spent. I spent enough time to observe these things in this realm. And then all of a sudden, I felt an omnipresence. It was above me. It was above me. I felt energy above me. I couldn't look. I had no vision at this point. I went into an absolute blankness. This is the best I could describe it. This is probably the deepest I've went into it. Is that so? I went into an absolute blackness. Not blackness, because it's like my vision. People ask about my vision. Well, what do you see? It's absolute nothing. You don't see nothing. You don't see nothing. There is no color. And that's gonna, we're gonna transit to my second subject of source in a second. But right now we're gonna talk with God, and we're gonna get the prayers here in a second. Is that so? FASH, Joey G, all of a sudden felt something bigger than him, a weight above his head, a spiritual weight above his head. Now, I told you what I didn't see, everything shiny, clean. Like my suspicions was already up that something was off. Either I was in some crazy dream or something was gonna. And then all of it, I'm looking around and everything's so beautiful and clean and everything. And then all of a sudden, I felt something above me that just put me to my knees. Boom. Automatically, I knew I was wrong. I knew I was bad. It was like I felt every bad thing I've ever done in my life. All of a sudden, like I just started apologizing, begging, crying. I didn't even know about the accident yet. And the accident is such a tremendous impact where two other gentlemen lost their life. FASH was a Marine who put his right hand up at 17 to defend souls against foreign and domestic forces, against evil forces. And 2 years later, FASH gets into this accident. Two other gentlemen lose their life. Whether it was my fault or not, I made the awful, horrible decision to put the keys in the car that night. B.A.G. passed the keys. All right, but listen, so I felt this omnipresence above me. Boom, I collapsed down, and all automatic started begging, tearing up. No, God, please, 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 I got children. And my eyes ain't open. My eyes are shut, closed, and I'm down to the floor. I'm prostrate, bro. And I'm like, please, God, please. I have children. Just give me one more day. I'll do anything. I'm yours. I'll do anything. I knew good and bad. Like, I know stuff in my head. Like, FASH didn't grow up with religion. Knew about Jesus, but the only time he ever been in church was like for 2 or 3 weddings or something like that. Like, FASH is whatever, you know what I mean? It was hood, everything was hood and culture for FASH. That's what raised FASH, yo, and that's why, like, all right, so let's go. FASH is in this. Yo, people like it, people don't like it. Stay tuned. There's a lot coming. So, yo, felt the omnipresent. Boom. So to this day, I know what was above me was stronger than me, spiritually stronger than me, pushed me, crushed me to my knees. I knew that there was something in me to plead to this entity for like my next day of existence. For that's why FASH says he's on borrowed time. FASH got a humanity degree. I want to bring up that subject a little bit later as well. And he's strong on humanity, pushes a lot of humanity, because I believe, the source of all human problems is humanity. That's common denominator, right? We stem off to all these problems of war and poverty and everything. So, anyways, let's bring this back in. Is that, so I felt the need to beg. I felt a higher presence. I say that I'm on borrowed time, so I can't be a case manager right now. Hey, listen, I'm just gonna come out here and be everybody's friend. We're family, King. We're out here kicking it like, yo, you got a problem, your problem. Make it a shared problem. Shared problems lighter, right? So, alright, so because I hear people testing all the time and questioning about God, and I've been in classes where face to face these people would ask me, because I've been through bad experiences myself. I lost my father when I was giving speeches at UMass Dartmouth. Um, I had lost both my fathers by this point, and as I'm giving my speeches and stuff like that, and I do bring up God during my topic, and I just leave it up as united faith as always, and there's ladies I remember asking me like that. I remember a couple specific faces. When did you asking me a specific question like when did you stop hating God? When did you start forgiving God? Um, and pushing through that question real quick is that the quickest answer to cut to the short is that I had a strong chaplain, and the chaplain challenged me and challenged my faith during these times, telling me that if I held my faith during these times, it would be stronger after. And, you know, it is what it is. It's a part of fascist life. And I trade the experience back from my father twice, 5 times, 6 times a second, bro. Like, Fashion non-stop talking about his father. Dad was a big impact to Fashion's life. You know what I mean? The old biker, the old outdoorsman, the savage, right? So all right, let's go. So this gentleman, my mom, my ex-wife, my kid's mother, my father, my uncle Bruce. This is like, I didn't even remember at this point. There was a point where I had the rod in my face, and they first bring me into the hospital, and I don't know, the Marine instincts kicked in, muscle memory and stuff like that. I was fighting everybody off. Everybody was trying to contain me, and I was fighting everybody off. My Uncle Bruce came in, put his hand on my shoulder, said, "Joey, it's all right." And as soon as I heard that, I fell out. So, and I didn't even remember that till afterwards. People telling me about that afterwards. I went back to this hospital, like apologized to everybody. Like I told you, I had the meningitis and stuff like that. I practically lived in the hospital for a year before the bid. So it sucked because that was like the last of the time I had with my children before I was about to go off for this. What I was looking at was 40 years at the time. I ended up doing 7 years. But it was during these precious years of my kids' childhood, and I left. They were 4 and 6. I came home. They were 11 and 13. You know what I mean? We did get to have a little bit of life experience, but we missed those precious years, those impactful years. You know what I mean? And those they say you can't get back, and it's more than that. It's more than that. It's a struggle. But anyway, we'll push it forward because Fash ain't going to get into the person. We're going to keep it on the source. So the source was God. So I had people asking about God and stuff like this and all the time. And Fash for a human test, a human oneg. I'm an oneg. Alien, all life is equal now. I do believe. Common denominator, we all strange. Is that, Fash witnessed God. Fash witness God above me. I got in a prostrate position. I begged for years of my life. I begged for some time with my kids back. I pleaded my case out to God, not as a woman, not as a man, not as anything, but energy above me like you couldn't believe it. And I don't even know if I was an energy because, like I said, my eyes were closed. Which is going to bring me to transfer to my next subject, the source, which is the sun. I want to talk about the sun for a minute. I want to talk about the sun so deep. Fash family, we're deep, right? We get real deep into this, right? Y'all can hear me. Everybody checking in can hear me and stuff like that. Don't be afraid to say hi up in the comments box. I can actually see it now, so we can say hi back and stuff. We say happy birthday, Ethan, because we missed it. Happy birthday, Ethan. Is that all right, to the sun. The sun, the source of light, right? The source of light, the many stars, the constellations. Listen, all right? Source of light. What is the source of light? The source of light is the sun, right? The symbolic word for the source of light is sun. Sun, Celestials, Apollo, Sun, man, Sun, BK Snake, Sun. Yo, tilt this up for a second. Let me tilt this up for a second. Oh no, I'm not gonna flip y'all upside down. I won't do that to y'all. Is this so? Listen, um, sun. How important is the sun? The source of light. What does this mean? How deep are we gonna go with this? Well, in the prism, full spectrum of being, what would we all look like if there was no sun? Leaving it out there for a question. We got somebody checked in. If you could answer that. What? Excuse me, I gotta go ahead and plug in for the disconnectors. We wouldn't want that now, would we? All right, so right, the source of sun. What would we be? What would we be if there was no sun? I mean, because Fash thinks about like the fish in the ocean all the time. Because Fash, got some. Always got a different thought about the afterlife. I'm never sure about the afterlife. I know the God's out there. I know God's beautiful. I know God's in so many dimensions that I can't even fathom all of them. But Fash got a mind that can think that. So, Fash is smart enough to be stupid. Let's see, we got a comment here. Sounds hot. I haven't do mushrooms. Of course I have. Of course I have. Love shrooms. Yo, Fash is an addict. He tries to stay away from shit. Fash is an addict. I'd rather go on a hallucinate trip than Fash won't touch any hard drugs. I see that in the comment section sometimes. It's a little off subject, but somebody checking in on live asking an honest question. Yes, absolutely. Fash grew up savage, bro. The gentleman that I was just speaking of a little while ago, the biker, he was a sergeant at arms. He was sergeant at arms at like 15. He had grown adults looking up to him. When this dude walked into a room, it was a presence. Daniel Savage, Daniel Allen, that motherfucker, right? Attached to Cornell's, Cooks, freaking, we get a large family, right? But he gave Fash a lot. He gave little Joey a lot of one-on-one time. I was a little timid kid. He put a lot of like, how you doing in me, right? He used to take me out to the woods a lot, and these campfires, we went out to the middle of this place called Freetown, Massachusetts. We dug a little campfire, and we had a little camping thing that we used to go to, and you know what I mean? Fash's been smoking trees since I was 11. Fash's dad wrote the judge a letter. When Fash got in trouble for putting that key in the ignition and getting involved with that fatal car accident, 2 gentlemen lost their life, God bless their souls and their families, is when that went down, Fash's father, stepdad, arose him, made him the being he is, you know what I mean, pushed him through the core. I couldn't go home and face my dad, beated, defeated like that. No, not since 11, no. So, so he wrote the judge a letter. I had stacks of letters. People from Sears, the highest people from here, there, and the other place. People that, Fash had a little export business going there. So Fash had people from other countries, right? Venezuela, Puerto Rico checking in, freaking Mexico, Texas, all that business freaking people. Fash was the vice president of his company. Everybody kicked in with all these letters, right? It didn't mean nothing. But this one letter will always mean something to me, and will always mean something to my family, because I'll make sure this letter never freaking goes away. He told this judge the story. He told the judge the story of how he told the judge the story of how he smoked weed with me when I was 11, how he sent me on the wrong path. Please take it easy on him, Your Honor. Give me the time instead. I was a bad dad at the time. This letter is deep. I don't know if I'll definitely share it in his spirit, because I'll tell you that's how Fash honors his lost ones. He lets them all live right through him the best he can. I honor a piece, I cherish, I try to remember something, I try to bring something forward of all my never forgottens. He was a strong one. That happened when FASH was in prison, and got the news. I had to walk down the hallway without drops falling, bro, without teardrops falling. I had my Russian homie knew something was up because I walked by his cell without saying something that wasn't like me. He come down, threw me a pack of cigarettes. Said, I'm sorry, brother. Hugged it out. He was like, yo, nobody's coming in the cell today. They used to run the books. They used to help with the books this and the other. He's like, nah, it's all shut down. I went, I seen my pops in cuffs, bro. I was kneeling beside him in cuffs and shackles. I don't want to make this life about that. But due to that gentleman, FASH has been on many. If you think I'm not nice with diction, check in on the early side of this video. A little freestyle. But anyways, though, is if I do something like that, I'll do it as an absolute journey. I don't do it to go out there and be a fool. I don't do it to act reckless. If I do it, I'm on. I do have some Native American in me. My grandfather, God rest his soul. This gentleman was Irish, Native American, Portuguese. He showed me how to live off the land, bro. It was a piece of our life, you know, just like the marijuana. I look at it now. If he could have seen that this is legal now in Massachusetts, oh my God. Like he literally fought his whole life to get a gun license. Couldn't get one because he got busted with a marijuana cigarette at 17, bro. You know, God rest his soul. It's so bad in Massachusetts, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. They're gonna tag me, they're gonna shut me down. They're already doing that anyways. I'm only getting 10 views anyways. These homies here, what up? Share the video, nobody else is gonna see it. But it's not serious. See, look, I see that. But yo, the gun laws are strong, and it was so bad that just because of that marijuana cigarette, he had no other case whatsoever. Nothing in his books. Nothing in his books, bro. I seen the dude locked up. Nothing. No cases, sticks, nothing like that. So the gentleman back hurt, like legit had a rod that went from his knee to his lower back up into his lower back. One day when he was at work, he had to quit one of his jobs because one day at work he bent over to go do something, and a fucking rod popped out of the back of his spine. Massachusetts didn't want to give him disability. We're not gonna go there. We're gonna stay back on the other side of this. Yo, there's so many deep stories. It's bananas. But I'm getting way off track here, but we're gonna wrap this up real quick fast. This is how much I love my dad, though. I give my dad all the time in the world. So Irish, Portuguese, Native American, savage, raised FASH. If I do take mushrooms, it's to go on a journey. I know I just missed a point, and I'll go back and watch this. Like, damn, why didn't I say that? That's what I meant to say. But that's all right. If it comes back to us, it comes back to us. Because we want to talk about this something for real. Because the importance is perspective. It's perspective. It is perspective. Yo, since I was 4 or 5 years old, I used to think, like, listen, what if I seen the outline of my face in all little circles, and somebody else, like my own mom, like this. These were early thoughts. For I was leaving the house. I was leaving the house like 5, 6, running down the street, little bastard. But listen, is that the projects used to look out for everybody back then, so it didn't matter. You could run off. Yo, the worst thing that happened to me in the projects when I was little like that, yo, because when I was looked at after a little kid, is that hurt myself jumping off the porch and landing on a broken beer bottle, bro. It going through my foot, and I woke up my mother with my foot in her face. Mom. Oh, yo, I just like to say, go Celtics! Go Celtics! Yeah, we got one down. Ha ha ha! Yeah. Tomorrow night, let's go Celtics. Just in case somebody was wondering, basketball team sells, bro. Gotta be that. Since Bird and Jordan. Of course, I love Jordan, Pippen, Dr. J, yo, all the greats, Irvin, yo. All right, so let's get this back to perspective. So I've had all these weird thoughts since I was a child. And one of them was, and I still do think, like, in afterlife thoughts, like, yo, what if we become spirits in the sea? Because then we our shapes and sizes wouldn't even matter now, because like, listen, what attracts a human being doesn't attract a dog or something, right? I'm thinking so. Even more so, a different realm of the earth where you're actually breathing in a different kind of whole atmosphere around you. Like, how do these things stay? How do they stay warm? They know, like, the warm coasts to be, and maybe someone know, like, like, this is just a little deep thought, but so in this ocean, but light reflects there as well. But in the deeps of the ocean where there's no light, yo, I've seen some crazy creatures down there. They have done some discovery. My daughter, I'm proud, yo, marine biologist, yo, go girl, go. Is that yes sir, I salute that one. Respect, she's a hard worker. Is they got some species down there that look a little strange. People, I don't even know if we say it, but it look a little strange, no, in the light. But down there, they don't even know what they look like. They don't even know what they look like. They red, they yellow, they blue, purple, yellows. Blah, blah, blah. Yo, so what would we look like if there was no sun? So sun gives us light. Light reflects, bounces off of objects, as we know. Light bounces off of objects, hits our opticals, and this is how we see things. So what if I see circles and the next person sees triangles? Triangles. Next person sees squares, and the next person. I ain't doing that little. We ain't scheming, but serious, bro. So the source is sun, right? But we gotta have some appreciation for it. It gives us warmth. It feeds the plants we need to eat and survive. We're here to harvest off the land. Um, if I didn't finish telling that story before, my father wrote the judge an honest letter saying, and I think I did say that, is, please, take me instead, put some other punishment at least on me. I set him on the wrong path early. And that was the most honorable thing, like, FASH honors those that sacrifice themselves for others, you know what I mean? All right, so getting back to the team. So the sun perspective, and that perspective touches our eyes, become opticals, become words, thoughts, ideas, sometimes actions, off the light, off the source of light, and we all perceive light. I mean, so the theories tell us, while able to do certain math the same, FASH does believe there's a factor missing, that we're missing in all our equations, to include all subjects. And it's perhaps the spirituality of man alone, but there's an X factor in there that are absolutely missing. And that's why nothing comes out absolutely 100% fact. That's why we don't know everything yet. There is a spirit. Maybe we don't get it in this life. Maybe we get it in the next life. But so back to then, that's what the prayer, why I bring up God and prayer to begin with, is FASH had that strong chaplain that told him that prayer was for me. Prayer wasn't for God. God knew exactly what I need. Prayer was for me to try to align my will to God, to try to accept what was going on. FASH had a lot going on in his life. A lot had changed in those 7 years. I came home to no family. A lot of family members had passed, and the city didn't look the same. And FASH was walking that city with PTSD, not even knowing it, for a good year and a half, looking for people that wasn't there anymore. There's a lot to FASH's life, and I'm out here to share, just the importance of perspective alone. Like, in full spectrum, we gotta think thoughts like this. If there was no sun, would I even know the pigment of another man's skin, human skin? Or would it be just like the depths of the ocean? I wouldn't really even care if you're orange, purple, green, purple. It don't matter. When my favorite prophet came here, there was two things that kind of I seen that he moved on. It touched me a little bit, and that was one I used to call out hypocrites. That was some energy that I seen that I believe the gentleman didn't like. Second, the blesser is it's a message of pushing love, of course, acceptance, society. Shoot, FASH got that. Because of this rod, it did give me a short-term memory problem. So it's if I leave off a thought, it will come back to me. Yo, if you're still here with me, don't be afraid to chat. Yo, we can chat it up because it don't matter. But yo, is all right. So the sun, the perspective. You know what I mean? If we're in the depths of the ocean, would it even matter? That's how you got me. You got me thinking about shrooms now, kid. Got me thinking about the desert trip, the Morris, and how you doings, yo. Is they're beautiful. They're beautiful. Voyages. Always journeys. The journeys for FASH. I go in there trying to learn something. I hope to come up with an experience. Been doing it since I was a kid, and that's just the way I treat it. FASH is raised off the land and savage as can be. So southern perspective. You know what I mean? If there was no sun, if there was no light, what would we be making these poor judgments off of? You know what I mean? Anything, any judgment made off of just sight. Any judgment, any movement, action made judging a book by its cover is poor. It's absolutely horrible. Horrible. Knowing this energy, and then still doing it to others is a hypocrite, right? FASH tries not to do that. I feel I've been catching flack here and there, and again, maybe I'm just a narcissist, but guess what? Yes, accept that I am, Sam, is this. No. I try not to be. I try to be humble. It's hard trying to start a rap career, hip hop career, humble, conscious right now. Especially right now. It's been said right now. Even these search engines ain't tuning into us right now. I've seen a huge reflection in my views from 3,000 a video to 3,000 in a month since May. You know what I mean? So they're not promoting these videos, but we're gonna sit here and we're gonna speak truth, and eventually they'll get to them and they'll be like, "Hey, here's a gem." So okay, the sun, we got that piece. What's that about? It's about perspective. You know what I mean? It's about vision. You know what I mean? If they're underwater, are they judging by smell? I mean, maybe there's whatever kind of prejudice it is. If you don't know the full being of something, please don't be making statements, judgments on it. Get to know something first. You might be surprised. You will be. I guarantee you'll be surprised every time. Twice on Sunday. All right, let's go. Let's push forward. Last source we're gonna talk about is of course the source. Of course the source is hip hop culture, dog. Yeah, I told you, trying to bring this to the GODZ, replace, saturate the GOV with this culture. Full spectrum soul that's saturated in its culture. Listen, bros, big bros, how you doing, influencers? You like that? Made that word up. Anyway, let's go. Is that's all. Hey yo, how you doing? How you doing, Source, for calling out the king, the hoof, the Hall of Famer, the doctrine. The doctor, Sir Eminem, salute Sir Eminem for his doctrine, bro. Education, a source. We're not talking about the source, no. Couldn't call it a hoof. Oh, bros, I love y'all. Is I really do. Is so need to bring the kid in and check him in, yo. The couple homies that did check in, yo, some of them know kids got right, yo. So natural, bro. It's natural energy, and that's what it is. You know what I mean? So let's get these conductors. Oh, so prayer is for us in a similar paradigm to something to similar paradigm is Us down here soaking in the vitamin D. Conductors of spiritual energy and physical energy. Perhaps there's two maths. Maths, sciences, facts, theories. Stop hybriding together. FASH respects this doctrine that Sir Eminem got on humanity. You had to one up me. Come on, dog. FASH got a 3.9 in humanity. I'm a doctrine that. Go get her. Go get her, sir. Yo, I love it. Yo, they just shut down my video, I think. Anyways, nope, there I am. Yo, is alright, so respect always, sir. Go is the doctrine in humanities. He got a doctrine in humanities. Good for him. Absolutely. Congratulations. Good for him. Good for culture. And it's because of this, the source of education. FASH has been, I was speaking earlier about talking to the VA this week, and now knowing, they cut some of FASH's funds for 2 months in a row, and it added up to be a lot, and it affects my budget. And I'm sitting here trying to fight for it back because it's on something that they shouldn't have took in the first place. But now it's trying to get it back in retro after I'm on a budget right now, feeding my family, doing the right thing, waiting on these 1%ers to give me my money back after throwing everything away in my house. But anyways, is this forgery? Serious business is shit. I just got caught up in my case. That's good, the active case. Oh, that's why it's here. It's humility, bro. It's humility. We're here. We're on Section 8, and we got the close family. What little family we got? Glad we pulling together. You know what I mean? There's a couple more which check in, and then they will when they get a chance. And you know what I mean? FASH don't have a lot of family members left. I do count a lot on culture, hip hop. You know what I mean? Some of the sources in the hip hop, I was talking about this the other day, just to root some of this stuff is absolutely Too Short, Tupac, and then Mr. Prophet Shakur. Yes, Mr. Prophet Shakur is NWA, and anything that came after, anything that stemmed out. I was just talking about this the other day. I was like, yo, even when Easy went this way and Cube went that way, I was listening to Easy and West Side Connection, bro. It was what it was, yo. Aftermath, Death Row, all the Snoop, all the G Unit. I was locked up for a lot of that. D12, E12, let that be in my bones, yo. I love D12, bro. Natural humor, spirit. Truth, blunt, yeah. Comedy, comic, you gotta depict, you know what I mean? True hip hop, bro. That's what true hip hop is, right? We're supposed to mix it up a little bit and then leave some Jews in there, right? I talked about in the last video, I touched that real quick, is that Sir Proof, the Prophet Proof, they've been talking about trench coats for a long time. Been talking about this very situation, about these kids bullied, sick, whatever it is. This topic has been asked to be looked at for a long time. Been addressed. They addressed stuff directly and always have my respect. It's pushing me a little bit off topic, but no, and it's because of that, Sir Lil Wayne, you know what I mean? I respect his poet. I respect everything about the gentleman. I respect people who offer themselves to this culture, their soul to this culture, their open book life to this culture, or whatever they want to, however they create, shape, and design to get something in this culture to add love, like I said in a song, I'd like everybody to go check in, drop a like on so I could test this thing and see if they're showing my likes, bro. Go check out freaking days like, these are the days like, these are the days like, these are the days like. FASH GODZ Kadios. Check it out. It's from a couple days ago. It's like I don't know, two long songs ago. I do the shorts and the longs. FASH spits out freestyles every single day. Ain't heard my word or nothing. but has heard a lot of buzz, bro. Indirect threat. No, no, no. I don't even want threats, bro. It's not like that, bro. But I do shadow box with the best of them, you know. So if I feel a couple shots coming my way, full spectrum, they get it, bro. Fashions against all enemies, foreign, domestic. I try to be a peacekeeper, and that's what I always try to bring it back to. I'm not trying to one up anybody. I'm trying to bring it back to equals and evens, so that I could even be welcomed into a culture I was born into. Yo, so you know what I mean. There's a couple blessed families that would truly make an impact in Fash's life and Joey G's life, and I hope they know that, and I hope they reach out to a kid. Cause I want to address this too. While we're on the rap subject, is I don't know if we have fake or real accounts, but we got some accounts checking in, and it's like it's almost at the point where I want to put out their names to be like, yo, is this account real? Because I'm hitting up their certified accounts, and their certified accounts ain't responding. But we have a few superstars without their certifications on Instagram, reaching out, asking for money. This is the thing now. Now Fashion told you, he's kind of budgeted. The GOV's kind of screwing him around right now. A couple months, like, come on, dog. And they're like, yeah, just a couple hundred, I could hook you up for life. And it's like, yo, if it's like that, then why can't it just be that? Like, and that's almost where the love, yo, bless family, whoever's in here right now, if you know anything about this business and this industry, in fact, I ain't too much of a fan of industry, you just heard the family that I love, is that, and the people attached, so I take the people attached very seriously. Tribe, of course, like all the PE, all the old, like FASH, Mob Deep, of course. But yo, so if any of these gentlemen or their gentlemen's family reaches out that I feel is a celebrity, that they do have a certified account, and they're reaching out to me on an account that does have a big blue circle next to their name. I'm gonna put it just like that. I'm gonna say it because that's to the point where somebody got to be direct. Somebody got to be direct. Somebody got to reach down, grab a hold, yo, because somebody got to be direct. Somebody got to have the fortitude, the initiative to break the ice and let this energy in. I'm going to be knocking on the doors. I'll be patching the holes. I'll be diffusing the bombs. I'll be looking out for these booby traps, bro. I'm a combat engineer. Combat connected service connected. Yo, that's what I've been on the phone all week for. It's Bananaville, bro. Bananaville, chasing money that's supposed to be mine from two entities of industry, and now I have somebody asking me, is this how it works? If the person, who checked that? Let me see who checked that. What up, TZ? Yo, is take to the Z, Tesla. Is if these accounts check in with you and they're asking for money, is it worth taking the risk? Because it's like a lottery shot, right? It's like, all right, I was thinking about this. Fashion was a couple chronic gamblers, so I was like, yo, thinking about giving them an opportunity to get in on this. Be like, yo, you like scratch tickets? Like, this is like $100 right here. So you want to put $100 on this one? Let's see if it's him. Let's see if it's. And I'm talking top fivers now. So I'm talking top fivers now. I'm talking some serious gentlemen, and that's the only reason why I sincerely wish, if it is this gentleman, and even if y'all is checking in or seeing this afterwards, please hit me from your certified accounts so that I know that it's you. Make some kind of human contact with Fash or Joey G. I'm approachable. I'm a chameleon. We don't have to cap all the time in mass. We know to pop it up, pop it down. The M, the A, you know. Temporary. B is help fashion. Share this. Y'all are my source. But getting back to that is the rap source. I think that's about what we had about rap source. Cause yeah, I really wanted to talk about the beginning and the loyalties and stuff like that. I do have that question for anybody out there. Whether or not it's worth investing in it to any of these non-certified accounts, promising deals, promising contact, promising whatever, bro. Please, if you know anything about this, leave it in the comment section below. Again, it's a non-certified account, and there's a lot of scams. So I be reaching out to these people, and they're certified. I don't hear back from them, so I think, man, it's not worth it. Please share your comments below, and please pass this to anybody that might know. Point them to this section where we at right now. We're somewhere. Where we at? We're somewhere. Whatever minute this is. Whatever minute we're in it now. Go ahead and please ask these people, share this, and comment below. But anyway, so back to the rap. But no, back to the sun, because we're gonna go back to the sun one more time, and back to data. We're gonna bring this all together to the savage roots and to these mushrooms, to these TZ family wet parlay. But today, J parlay, Joey, listen, me pal, is FASH knows about FASH knows about 110 French words. FASH knows a lot more Spanish than French, but anyways, FASH knows enough to chameleon, and we are chameleons, because yo, we're gonna bring this to that first campsite that we dug, that people have been going to every Saturday I know of since existence. This is like 25-30 years ago. We're talking FASH like 13. Whoa, I put too much time out there. Put too much time out there. But listen, we're gonna tighten that up a little. Listen, the first campfire. People's been parlay out there for a decade, bro. They're having a great time. We done set that fire, bro. At that fire, we're gonna all come together right now. We're gonna sit there by that fire, right? Let me do this real quick. Hold on, stay with me. Don't go nowhere. Let me do this right now, because you know a lot of the time the fire's at night, right? And not a lot of times the fire is always bright. Sometimes that fire, I can't even. There's too much light in here. See, that sun be ruining it. But sometimes there is so much light in the room. Damn, FASH got a big nose. Tone that nose down. Tone that nose down! Yo, but FASH, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. But you know what you see at the campfire? Red, oranges. Right? What color is FASH? Does it really matter? Does it really matter that? It never matters that. But to say perspective, how much it weighs in. Bringing it all back to that savage campfire, kids. The sun, what is it doing for you? Is it helping your life? Should be. Vitamin D helps us grow. Helps us see things. That's the enlightenment, bro. I love y'all. FASH family, thank you for checking in. Yo, Mr. TZ, thank you very much. Shout outs to Hotline Terry Stew. Y'all family, blessed Ethan, I love you. Shout outs to Mr. Young, Mr. Andrew Young. Shout outs to all the family out there. You heard, I know I'm missing some. I'm just here. We miss you again, but that's all right. Y'all can catch this. Please catch this. Share this to friends. Yo, share some of these short videos. Anybody watch this to the end, thank you so much. I'll try to go back and remember if my short-term memory don't mess me up. But if it does, yo, y'all help me out. There's a song out there right now called This Is The Day Like L-I-K-E. And no, it's not a play off the homie. I love the homie, the blessed homie to do that. Is this, all the blessed homies that keep to this culture, and he's definitely one, is this. No, it's not supposed to be a play like that. That's just how to listen to the song, yo, because, yo, honestly, like I told you, I'm trying to bring some new age Billy J to this. Like, yo, I want to get back to that soulful, spiritual, spine-chilling music, but I want you to hear some of this flipping fuse to it, you know what I mean? Off the lips of the kid, and it's I love y'all. Bless the death, stay blessed, and past the grave behave. If not, yo, watch your brother always semper that. Got your back, your 6, your 9, your sister. Always that. Will never miss your full description, full spectrum. Let's get some. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, I truly thank you, FASH family. Yo, think about the sources. Talk about God a little bit. Prayers are needed for us. Sometimes it helps us figure out stuff. Sometimes it helps us prioritize stuff in our own life. Sometimes just that alone helps us prioritize stuff in our own life. Prayer could be good for that. The sun, we talked about the sun enough, and it's this, yo. Go check out that song. These are the days like, 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 these are the, yo, because it explains, and now I'm explaining some of this, like, yo, I'm talking, when you guys hear anything tone, you know I'm talking energy. FASH is in the deep depths of the ocean. I don't see the purple squid, bro. I love y'all equal. Peace, people. Get off. Even Stevens. Yo, thank you so much, TZ. Thank you for checking in, bro, man. Sister, family, don't even care. See, yo, I'm sorry. I apologize. Look at that. FASH is judged real quick. And I FASH, look at that. I apologize. It's just that easy to do. It's just that easy to do. For any big influencers out there, humility is just that easy. Catch it and say, I'm sorry. Because I am. But I love you, family. Thank you for checking in so much. And we'll leave it at that. Hold up. All right, family. I'll check you out later. Keeps popping up. I'll see you soon. Be checking it. Matter of fact, if that's what I think it is, you'll be hearing from me tomorrow. All right, but anyways, all of y'all, I love you, people. Where's that? What we repping? We repping the globe. We repping the globe, people. GLO, be easy, bro. Good looking out, be easy, bro. We got acronyms to everything. These words have been developed to teach and to alien to some degrees, and we all even equal people now. Listen, love y'all. Crowd, I'm out.